Minister, as you're aware, I'm a TD for Kildare South, and while HP Inc is in the north end of the county, today is a very significant blow for all of the county of Kildare and the adjoining counties where a number of these workers come from also. And I would like to put on the record that while it is HP Inc that we're talking about, the Hewlett-Packard enterprise element jobs remain secure in their area, and I think that's really important, and I encourage you to continue to engage with Hewlett-Packard into the future to make sure that everything can be done to keep those very important jobs, the other 1,500 or so that are there on site. And I would recognise the supports the government has given to the R&D sector in recent years to grow that sector, as a sign that those jobs remain there. Today my thoughts are with the families of the employees themselves, quite obviously, but also then the workers and the families of the many businesses in Kildare that have spin-off and whose business, or a large amount of their business, depends on the spin-off industry and the economic activity that happens in this plant. What I want to concentrate on, Minister, is the supports that the state now provide. The IDA have a very significant role to play here. We have a fine site that will become available, unfortunately, and I hope no stone is left unturned, and I expect no stone to be left unturned to find a new alternative economic activity and employment opportunity through that site. But similarly, Minister, I think in Kildare we sometimes suffer from a perception of affluence. There's a sense that Kildare has a lot of foreign direct investment and that we're beside Dublin, so we're fine. And I want to challenge that myth, and I want to say that we have our challenges in Kildare, and some of those challenges come from being very close to such a large economy like Dublin, and that I need to make sure, and I want you to make sure, that there isn't a sense that jobs will come to Kildare because it is where it is. There needs to be no stone left unturned to make sure that these jobs are replaced by more high level. And on the other end, then, we talk about state supports. We have Kildare Wicklow ETB that stand ready to support these staff if they need retraining. And I would say the European Globalisation Adjustment Fund is a measure that's there when you have in the region of 500 jobs being lost in an area. And I would ask you to use your good offices to work closely with Minister Bruton, whose department I believe would make this application to Europe for this support funding. And as you know, Minister, this European Globalisation Fund will help staff who need to retrain and give about 60% of the cost of funding towards that level of support to the staff themselves that are losing their jobs here today and over the coming year. And that's a very important support that we should be looking to tap into if at all possible. Minister, I know Minister Radker and yourself have been in contact, and that the Department of Social Protection stand ready to support the employees and their families at this very difficult time. But I would also ask that, in your ongoing engagement with the other state agencies, that a very clear message is delivered from you and your department that Kildare is open for business, and that Kildare has that talented workforce and has the infrastructure to deliver, to be a very attractive proposition for other industry and jobs into the future. And in particular, I'd just like to reference the point that this is actually a key week for business in Kildare, in that this week both Kildare North Chamber and Kildare South Chamber will hold EGMs where their members will consider a proposition to merge. And can I implore both chambers of commerce to grasp this opportunity and to see this of what happened today as a key example as to why Kildare would be much better served by one united county-wide chamber that could tap into all the resources of Kildare County Council, the Education and Training Board and all of the state key departments, and have one united voice. I am confident that the members of both chambers will do so, and I look forward to that being a positive outcome out of this week of what's been a very dark week for Kildare.